Welcome back. The 2022 NXL Mid-Atlantic Major brought to you by Bunker Kings. I'm Matty Marshall with Rich Telfer. We're heading into set number 2, and one of the big favorites here is about to take the field. Edmonton Impact is about to play Seattle Thunder. Also in the set, we will have the rookies doing so well in the rookie season, already making a Sunday, taking sixth place at the last event. The New Orleans Hurricanes will be playing a healthy New York Xtreme, who also just picked up Corey Hall. It's been such a crazy year here in pro paintball, and we're just getting things kicked off at the 3rd event of the NXL season. This should be an interesting one because now Impact is rebooted. They got Alex Goldman back. He's out there, number 89. They also got Justin Rabikoff, number 9, back into the fold. Longtime players for that squad. They went to the Latin Saints. Latin Saints, well, their superstar roster dissolved before this event, and I mean,
or did it? We don't really know until they play, right?
Well, that's true. I mean, they got a bunch. We'll be talking about that this afternoon when the Saints start taking the field. And Seattle Thunder, fascinating story there, merging with the Brooklyn Bears in the offseason, 5 from each squad essentially, and big break for Patty Gleason. He goes all the way into D3 off the break, and they're going to get a shot on Mouse. So looking good here early, 4-on-5 situation for Seattle Thunder.
I was going to say Impact with their new roster, with all the new guys they picked up, might be my early dark horse. But now that they've
the good old-fashioned Rich Telford Impact dark horse call early. Wow, that's a stout claim there, Rich.
It is early. It is early, and it might change. But, you know, I like to play it loose.
So it looks like Impact with a pretty good move up the center. They're at the wedge, try to counter that Patty Gleason move. But Patty is already in D4. He's got a buddy right beside him, who's at the wedge there on your screen. So
and Thunder's in the snake as well. Impact matches it now, filling the snake.
Looks like Scotty Graham got his equipment. He was missing it yesterday. The airlines lost it, but he's good to go, and he's in snake 1.
Nice shot. Scotty wraps inside, shoots out Justin.
Yeah, so both looks like Goldman and Rabikoff coming off early. Just 3 bodies left alive right now for Impact, but they do have Zach Yakimek, outstanding former MVP award winner. I mean, arguably, if not the best Canadian ever, he's up there in the top, and one of the, just OG members of Impact, and they're going to be losing Derula from the center. It's not looking good here for Impact in this first point, though, Rich. Yakimek's going to roll the dice with an offensive move. Beautiful move by Zach. He's going to get a 2-pack. Nice little trade, though, as that needed to happen here for Thunder. So just 1 body left alive, and I believe it's Brandon Cornell. Did it devolve into a 1-on-1?
It did.
Wow. So Cornell and Yakimek were able to get this back, and even though they were down early.
It was 4-2, and it's a 1-on-1. That's pretty incredible.
Actually, they think there's, is it 1 or 2 bodies?
Thunder got another guy missing in the Doritos?
No, I think you're right. I think it is a 1-on-1. Yeah, 1-on-1 and then Cornell is going to trade. So we're going to have a no point here, but this is one Thunder is going to want to have back. When you are when you have an amazing team, one of the best ever, up or down by 2 bodies, you have to win that point.
And position, right?
Yes.
And you're in a better position than they are.
Got to win that point. So it's going to be a no point here as those bodies traded.
It's got to be able to feel good for Patty, know that he can take a big bite over there when he needs to, though.
Yeah. So be a little bit of a head scratcher here for Thunder as we see these replays. So this was just a beautiful move from Zach Yakimek as he comes through. He takes 2 bodies for his 1, and then during that chaos, Brandon must have got a shot on somebody. And then so there goes Brandon Cornell. He's going to trade out with Sakaguchi.
The Gooch.
Yeah, GJ coming over from Hawaii. Actually an awesome paintball scene in Hawaii. They play a lot of pump over there, so they're always really good gunfighters.
Yeah, we need them to fly a couple coaches like you and I over there to really help with that pump game.
We are available for coaching and clinics.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii, particularly. So now jump into this next one. New kids on the block here, the Hurricanes, doubling up that back center. Just been, again, so impressive. If you just got into watching pro paintball, weren't able to check out the early events.
Hurricanes releasing through the center of the field, Matty. This is what they're really good at.
Yeah, Hurricanes play such a controlled version of this game. They strike early and get a kill on New York Xtreme.
Yep. They pocketed. New York went outside. New York got caught. Now New York drops the zone and allows the Hurricanes to fill out to the Dorito 1 and to the Dorito Tower as well as they lose their second body, CJ Cantor. Pat Kraft now moving over to the Dorito 1, 3-on-5. Oh, Harris Hussein getting shot out of the back center there. Wow. 2-on-5 advantage now for the Hurricanes with 2 players up the center of the field. One thing New York did struggle with in practice, Matty, was getting up the center of the field. I felt like all the teams that we were playing against were doing that better than we were. So hopefully we can figure that out here this event. 4-on-2 advantage here for the Hurricanes. Pat Kraft retreats from Dorito 2 to Dorito 1.
You're going to be losing Hennessy from the back corner here. Snake side. Now looks like Yeah, that's going to do it. So just a really controlled point here from the Hurricanes. I feel like we've said that's quite a bit.
Ball.
That is definitely Hurricane Paintball.
And they do traditionally do really well up the gut. They're a strong up the gut team. We talked about that on New York, so we know that. So it'll be interesting to see if we can cancel that out.
Yeah, and then the Hurricanes lose one body?
Two.
Two. Okay, 2 bodies, and that's pretty solid first point here. Just waiting to hit that buzzer. Gonna burn a little bit of clock off. Pate talking to his boy. And like, well, that one worked out pretty good for us.
See if New York figures out what's going on.
Well, they lost.
Lets the clock bit.
Yeah, so, I mean.
Milo's going over to cancel it out.
A lot of time to work with, obviously, first point, so you can burn a little bit off. New York Xtreme, constantly a team that's going 2-2 and counting points on Saturday afternoon. Just burns a little bit of time off, but yeah, just shot Hall early. You see if did he get shot off the break or out of
off the break, going to the Dorito 1.
Yeah, that's the risk, right?
Yep, for sure.
The D1 off the break, very treacherous spot to try to get to. Just getting out wide early on this field is
tough.
It's going to be rough, especially as the tournament progresses and everyone gets their shots locked in.
And when you see a team like Houston Heat playing the pocket almost every point, you know it's tough to get outside because those guys want to get outside, they want to go forward, they want to be aggressive, but it's just such a big risk on this field.
That's a good point. Houston Heat hates playing slow. They hate playing pocket paintball. That's not
their
style.
They loathe it.
Yeah, they really do. It's an aggressive group of guys. They play the game that way, and yeah, if you see Houston Heat pocketing it up early, it just tells you how hard it is to get out wide.
Well, and how little risk, it's a big risk for a small reward.
Yeah, but the reward is still there. So
for sure.
So we're seeing both these teams going out wide D side, and they both make it. So
good 5-on-5 breakout for both teams. Both teams with 1 attacker in the Dorito, 1 attacker in the center can. Impact does release up the center first, but Thunder gets up the Dorito side to the Dorito 3 first.
Yeah, and it's really good positions here early for both squads, but a little bit better for Impact.
Well, they're playing the field differently. Axel's heads up in the snake insert, where the Thunder guys crossfield on the, might be Graham there, crossfield in the snake insert. So Thunder's playing a little bit more defensively. I
just do want to send a big nod of respect to this player that just got shot out of the center, Nick Laval.
Snake bite Nick?
Yeah, I mean, he got bit by a rattlesnake, full-on poison bite, not a dry bite, and he was in the hospital for 3 days. He was told he probably wasn't going to be able to walk for 6 to 9 months. And this was like 3 weeks ago, and he's out here playing a professional paintball tournament. That's a tough dude, man.
This sport is not for the soft. He is definitely one of our guys.
That's insane. So yeah, that's a crazy story, but I'm glad he still has his leg. So here comes, Justin Cornell pushing the issue up in the center for Impact. He does get caught, so now 2 bodies will come off for Impact.
Yeah, great counter move there from the Thunder player.
They still have a body out wide D side, and they have Axel with a body right behind him as well too.
Yeah, they're forced to play a little bit defensively now, Matty, with the penetration that Thunder has on D side.
Well, we see Patty walking off from that D side for Thunder. They still do have a body up at the wedge.
Thunder's got to get in the snake, though. There's no one stopping these guys, and the 2 of them are just sitting there.
Yeah, things slowing down a bit here with these deaths.
Impact making another move to the Dorito side. Dorito 2 now. 4-on-3 advantage for Thunder. Impact with 1 player in that Dorito 2, 2 players over here in the snake insert in the juice box.
Yeah, Thunder getting into D3, so a little bit better field position for Thunder as they have a body at that wedge, body right beside him at D3. Impact looking to go, though. Going to be moving up.
Thunder gets to the snake corner. That might help put Axel in.
Oh, so Axel getting taken out.
Yeah, I don't think you saw that move to the corner, Matty.
Now just down to 2 bodies, but body dropping for Thunder as well, too.
But Gooch takes the 50 snake at the same time, so 3-on-2 advantage here for Thunder with 50 snake and Dorito 3.
Yeah, good crossfield spread for Sakaguchi, but then Sakaguchi getting caught crossfield, I believe, by Matt Jackson.
What a great move by Matt over there.
Yeah, Matt is also a Golden Barrel Award winner. We're going to be giving away some money courtesy of Bunker Kings. Yeah, Jackson is just getting it done over here. It's going to turn it into another one-on-one here.
Be great if they traded out again.
Yeah, well, I do have red and gold coins courtesy of Hormesis, and the first one we're giving out, who is that? Yeah, for Seattle Thunder. Let's see who this is. Is that Altimore? Well, he's going to do the spin here. Oh, yeah, so little victory, one-on-one victory. Got a coin for you. Come see me. And they're going to get on the board here. And after that, the first point was a no point. So Seattle Thunder going to take a lead here against the big favorites at this event.
I like that they have the ref in the camera tower now, so we can watch his signals and get a little bit better idea of what's going on out there for you guys.
New York Xtreme taking the field. Number 33, new pickup, Corey Hall, coming over from the Latin Saints. We got Will Hennessy out there, the Hussein brothers, and Jerry Caro. And then the Hurricanes, deep roster for the Hurricanes. You got Brown and Bell on your screen. Pate, Camp, and Stewart played amazing. Remember how good Ridgel played up the center of the field
100%.
to help him? I mean, he was probably
Standout.
Yeah, he was not even arguably. He was one of the best players in the entire tournament up that center. If they won the tournament, he probably would have got the MVP.
Yeah. Running ref on New York side of the field. Arslan's releasing for New York. Goes to that center brick. Hurricanes losing their first player, Maddie.
So that was Nick Crisconi who won the one-on-one.
Okay, and
in that last point.
New York loses Pat Kraft out of the center.
They have good field position here.
4 on 4.
Yeah,
Oh, they lose another.
Brick. Another one, yeah, it's Hall comes off. So down to 3 for New York Xtreme.
Will Hennessy attacking snake side, looks like.
Hammer about to get dropped
Yeah.
for the Hurricanes.
Ooh, Hurricanes player, careful.
Ridgel comes through and trades out.
Yeah, 2 on 3 advantage here for the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes spreading the field D side. Looks like they know the count. Harris Hussein's going to move on over to the can. Moving towards that D side. It's got Hennessy moved up into what you guys are calling the juice box, which is the insert bunker snake side. There's Harris Hussein. Needs to stay alive in that spot. Only player over there, I believe.
Yeah, 2 on 3. Hurricanes with snake corner, Dorito can, Dorito 2. New York with Dorito can. Harris Hussein releases from the Dorito can, goes forward to the tower on the Dorito side.
Yeah, Camp here on your screen, back corner bunker for the Hurricanes. All the time in the world left here as we're just getting things kicked off in this match, but the Hurricanes with a 1-point lead. Harris Hussein pushing up in the center of the field and rolling around. He's going to be losing that gunfight, though.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Harris has been struggling a little bit lately.
Well, the thing with Harris, he's in a low body situation, so you have to do something, right? But just in general, if Harris could play 5 to 10% tighter,
Yeah.
I mean, it would really help his squad.
Yeah, and if he could go up and do the damage that he used to do in the middle early in the games, that would help his squad immensely as well.
So another point here for the Hurricanes. A little bit of a hole to dig out of here early for New York Xtreme.
New York likes to start, much like Houston Heat, they like to start slow, you know, lose a couple points, get that nasty taste of blood in their mouth, spit it out, and then push back. Here we go to our next point with Impact and Thunder. This has been a closer match than we thought. 0-0 with the first point. Second one comes down to 1-on-1 as well, so you can't get much closer matched.
Yeah, pretty even.
And these guys are playing the field almost exactly the same.
And we've gone through 5 minutes now.
Yeah.
So just 10 minutes left to go. Thunder on your screen here splits. Ooh, bad start for Impact.
Yeah, Impact not paying
wow.
attention.
Impact dropping the ball here, and they're not going to restart it. So 3 bodies come off.
No.
It looks like off that bad start, leaving just 2 bodies in the back center pocket, and no one's come off for Seattle Thunder. It's absolutely terrible break here for Impact.
Definitely the team's responsibility to be ready when that buzzer goes off.
Yeah, it was Goldman, Yakimek, and maybe J-Rab.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and J-Rab coming off.
That was a big grenade.
That was a huge grenade.
One buzzer kills 3 of the best guys
That was
in
a
paintball.
nuclear bomb that blew up over there. Yeah, they didn't get a read on the clock, and they weren't ready to go when the horn blew, and Thunder's taking advantage of it. It's 5-on-2. They're past the 50-yard line, D side. There's
They got 2 over there too.
Rula and Cornell left alive here for Impact, crossing it up as you're supposed to do in this situation. So that means you look in front of your buddy. They're going to break the cross, trying to find somebody making a mistake here. No one's making a mistake on Thunder. They're closing clean so far. And we're going to see a concession from Big Dave Baines. He's seen enough.
Yeah, there's no way they were going to fight out of those 2 center bunkers. You got to get out of that back center and at least get to that juice box if you want a chance.
Well, that's a little bit of a head scratcher, but at least they did it early. But they have dug themselves, like New York Xtreme, a little bit of a hole here. It's 2-0 in both these matches. Hurricanes have 11 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Yeah, let's get a look at this here. I'm scratching my head.
Hey, what do you guys want to do? You want to play some paintball?
So the only one that actually got the right read on it was Cornell.
Yeah, they're lucky. They should have pulled 4. They should have pulled 4.
Yeah, so here's the split screen. Well, no, Rabakov, or no, well, they pulled Rabakov. You're right. They should have. They think they should have pulled 4. I think they went in and pulled the wrong bot. Whatever. Regardless, it was a terrible break, and that's a little bit, again, as well, it's a big mistake. It essentially spotted Thunder another point.
And against a team like Impact, you got to take every one of those you can get.
Yeah, jumping into this next one here, though, Xtreme. Goose egg up so far. They're pocketed up.
Got the first kill again on Hurricanes. 2 points in a row. They've been 1 body up.
Hurricanes also stuck in the pocket as well. They're going to lose another one, too, so tough death out of that can for the Hurricanes, down to 3.
Yeah, CJ Cantor's in that center can, wrecking a house.
Camp's going to try to get out wide here for the Hurricanes, and he does. We're looking at Xtreme, doubled up in that back center. They do lose Cantor. Trying to take ground up that center. That's kind of a tough death in a high body situation, right?
Yeah, for sure. 4-on-3 advantage here for New York as Hurricanes take a hard bounce going into that Dorito wing over there. Referee's in there.
That was a hard bounce.
Yeah.
I think it hit him on the elbow pad.
Hurricanes take the snake. I don't know that New York knows that the snake is hot.
Harris comes off.
Taking the walk early out of back center.
Looks like another body is coming off, though, for Hurricanes, and they're going to lose the snake. So
2-on-1?
yeah, the line for New York Xtreme getting tenderized here in a high body situation, but it does look like it has devolved into a 2-on-1. No one really knows where anybody is right now. I can see the communication cross-healed here from the last players left alive for New York Xtreme, trying to figure out where how many bodies left alive, where are they? There's only one, and he's at D1, but they don't know that yet. So it looks like it's Carl and Kraft. Yeah, Carl's talking it up. So Kraft should know where this body is. Boot, but nice little tactical retreat here. So this last player for the Hurricanes playing a couple different spots. And there's the lone body. It's Bailey.
Getting around. And something New York we've been working on is these, the 2-on-1s, 1-on-1s, just because the guys play so individual, sometimes they struggle working together. As you can see, Pat and Jerry both moving at the same time, not talking to each other, not both shooting their guns, not on me, on you.
They were doing a real good job of talking it up until this point, though, and now they're trying to close the gap. Justin Bailey not going to be able to get it done here as Pat Kraft gets the drop on him.
Good job.
So Xtreme getting on the board, making this one a match. It's going to be 2-1, as long as Pat's clean. Well, Pat already hit the buzzer, doing a little dance for the ref.
Spin, spin.
Oh, actually, no. He did the spin for Carl, so he's going to let Carl hit it. Now Carl's going to do the dance for the ref. And thumbs up, point's good.
See if New York can use that momentum to get back into this match, still down by 1.
Not a terrible point for New York Xtreme, but just, again, some stuff they got to work on. When you're in a real big high body situation like that, can't be throwing away bodies.
No.
So Impact yet to put a point on the board here in game number 1. 9 minutes and 1 second to go.
So what'll be interesting to see if they do a pocket with a fast release or if they just release, because they've got some wheels, so they can take the risk and go being down by 2, but they also have really good laners, so maybe they'll pocket and then release.
And also because they still have so much time left and they are just down by 2, maybe not quite the moment to start risking at least a bunch of bodies out wide.
You don't want to start down 2 bodies, obviously.
Yeah, so maybe risk 1, maybe JC.
4 in the pocket, 1 outside.
Who's blazing fast, maybe he gets out to D1.
Yeah, that's probably what they'll do. No, JC holds.
They're going to go pocket. Pocket, heavy guns up right here for Impact, out in the blind area with Reeser, and everyone stays alive. 5 bodies alive, but a body coming off here early for Thunder.
Yeah, 4-on-5 advantage for Impact, and Impact's up to center 50 wedge, or center 50 block.
Gomez taking the walk for Thunder.
That's where this field can really be exploited, Matt. There's so much pressure on the tapes on the break that the center gets very, very open for the first, 10 seconds or 15 seconds of the match.
We got Snakebite Laval.
Snake bit Nick.
The lethal reptile up at the 50 brick right now.
You heard that snake died when he bit Nick, right? Instantly died.
He broke his fangs.
Yeah, he instantly died.
I mean, he gave him some poison, but broke his fangs on his tough leg. Nah, man, just mad respect to Nick Laval. Literally got bit by a rattlesnake, spent 3 days in the hospital, and 3 weeks later, he's playing this tournament. They told him he would not walk on that leg for 6 to 9 months.
Yeah, and Nick, friend to friend, I care about you. Get some insurance, buddy, right? Come on. Bart, help him out, for God's sake.
So, yeah, and he's in a great spot right now. So, again, lock down that D side from that brick. You can see their center of your screen, but they have Reeser. I mean, Impact looking really good right now.
Yeah, they got all the spots, but they're not putting any emphasis on going forward. You know what I mean? You're kind of waiting for.
Well, they have time, right? And they have their bodies, and they're up a body. Oh, Laval begging for the ref to go and check the pack of Seattle Thunder's player here, who's now pushing up.
Made the next gap while Nick was complaining for the check.
Yeah, and slides through that as Nick was trying to get the ref over there.
Yeah, now Nick's in a tough spot because he's pushed into that bunker. He can barely play it.
Reeser in a good spot here at Snake 3. Right by the 50. Laval pops the top, trying to catch somebody slipping here for Thunder, but Thunder tucked in.
Good shot of Trevor right there in the Snake.
No outside containment on the Snake side currently for Thunder. The closest guy is at the stand-up box in the backfield here, Snake side. There on your screen, so you can see the pocket for Thunder. Oh, and they're going to be losing Altimore from D3.
That'll help Impact. Yeah, I think Thunder needs to get out to that Snake corner, Matt. If not, there's nothing to stop the Impact player, Trevor, from going forward and getting the kills across field. Nick over the top. I like that. Thunder down to 3 players left live, but Impact losing another player on the Drio side, Matt.
Yeah, Thunder needed that kill as they're getting pressed pretty hard right now as Impact has a lot of ground.
Yeah, Impact's got 3 players, but they're all over here on the Snake side, Matt. Got the center brick, the Snake wedge, and the Snake.
Yeah, they got the shot on Matt Jackson, and Laval's going to go across, still at the 50-yard line, but moves across, try to create different angles.
Good job spreading the field a little bit there from Nick. Trevor's got to go forward here in the Snake. In my opinion, Trevor's got the ball. Thunder's just trying to stay alive, protect their lead, but they should go on attack here. It's 3-3.
They've burned a lot of clock off.
Yeah.
6 minutes left.
And Impact's not going to expect them to attack.
Here comes Laval. Laval.
Oh, he gets caught. Wow, I didn't think anybody was watching that gap, Matt.
I think that Laval maybe got a different read than what existed out there. Might have saw, because Laval typically doesn't make mistakes like that, so he must have seen something.
It could be the Venom. It could be the Venom.
I think it's worked its way through his system.
No, he's probably hallucinating right now.
Is he completely immune to snake bites is the question. So Trevor Reeser trying to finish things here from the Snake side for Edmonton Impact. With that loss of Laval, it's going to be up to him, though. I think Yakimek is still alive inside.
A great move out to the drill there from the Thunder player on the drill side, Matt. Now, I heard there's a small chance that the Snake was radioactive.
So Reeser had Zupa with him, and then Reeser's going to come all the way
look at that.
Catch Corey. Corey got to be careful not to get a penalty right there. Reeser's begging for it. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Did look like Corey got a penalty, but look, did Thunder flip it over there on the other side? Who got it first, though?
Thunder did, because unless Corey gets a penalty, because Trevor didn't get to hit it because he got shot.
Wow. Wow. Thunder stealing that point. They did not have position. They were pocketed up to burn time, and they were able to flip it around. You saw Jackson come off, then the ball ran to his death, and that opened up the D side.
Listen, if Impact keeps playing like this, they're not going to be my dark horse much longer.
Well, let's look at this replay here. So there goes Laval. So Laval runs through. Must have saw something, but it wasn't there. And then here comes Reeser. Goes all the way around. Corey wrapped completely around that spot. Reeser begging for a penalty that he did not get. And then this is what was happening on the other side. As you see, this is one of the Brooklyn Bears.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah, he really did.
Finished strong through that side.
It was Jared Chester.
Chester.
Well, that's how you earn your keep right there.
That's right.
Nice job,
Those
Jared.
big points.
That was a hell of a point steal. That was excellent.
Hurricanes pocketed up. New York pocketed up, but one to the outside. They lose Jerry Carr to the Snake corner.
That's
4-on-5 advantage here for the Hurricanes.
Hey, man, you play New York Extreme. Carl, when he's on, he's lights out. So you get Carl, you get Jerry off the field. Jerry's still working out about 80%, though, with the injury that he just came off of. They do get a body back, though, as they win a gunfight against the Hurricanes.
They're doing a good job of killing that Dorito cam, Matty. That's their first kill the last 3 points. And they got 2 out of it last time.
Yeah, so Hurricanes pocketed up right now, but trying to get up and out.
Poor zone control by New York there. Even on bodies, they let the guy go out to the 10.
Ridgel up the center. Coasts easily to the brick. Looking towards the D side, trying to lock that lane down. Extreme still stuck in the pocket.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Harris Hussein trying to get outside that pocket. He's in the juice can. Pat Kraft moving over. Support George McLean there on the Dorito side for New York. Harris Hussein's got to stay alive here.
McLean down real low. Try to get crafty.
McLean had some good points against Houston Heat. He's little by little becoming a good paintball player.
Yeah, man, George McLean is, I feel, a huge offensive threat. He just is one of those guys that, like a young, hungry, aggressive, fast guy that dies when he shouldn't sometimes in his spots.
Just got to get the timing down a little bit
He's working on it, though.
Get the timing down a little bit better, listen a little bit better, and then just see the whole field better.
Cantor's looking forward here up the center for New York Xtreme. He's checking off on that D4 lane. I don't think he knows that Stewart's right on the other side of him. He does. He comes through and gets the drop in on Ridgel, but has to trade his body to do it.
Yeah, it would be nice if he could have done that and stayed alive. That was a nice move.
He was trying to, though. I like the way that Cantor did that.
Same time, Harris Hussein once again walking out. Crucial time for him to get shot, man. That's really going to hurt New York. He had to stay alive over there. Pat Kraft with a good read, sees that, comes back over, fills in for Harris.
Yeah, can he get across alive, though, through the gap? He's going to get a running referee coming in to check him out. Might have caught one.
I think he caught one going in.
Yeah, but did it bounce is the question. Looks like he's good to go. So McLean and
3-on-2.
Kraft trying to hold it down here as Hurricanes pressing D side all the way past the 50. Onto the red side of the field, onto Xtreme side. Xtreme down by a point, 6 minutes and 36 seconds left to go.
Yeah, if Harris stays alive here, this is a 3-on-3. But now Hurricanes 2-body advantage over here on the Hurricane side.
See if
forward Snake side.
Yeah, it's kind of up to Pate here to get things going on the Snake side for the Hurricanes. They have the lead and they have time to work with, so Pate just needs to go, slow, methodical, take your time, just stay alive. He's got a body behind him with Camp.
Yep, and knowing the way they play, that's the way they're going to play. And then Pat gets dinked out over there. Oh, but George gets one.
Oh,
George
I think he traded. So that's going to do it. So it's going to be a matter of time here for the Hurricanes to figure out there's no one to shoot at anymore. Actually, no, we're going to get a concession from Xtreme to preserve the time. That's definitely what Bo Milo needed to do.
Yep, good job, Bo.
Well, the Hurricanes are continuing to look like they have at the first two events. They shoot their guns well. They talk it up. I mean, they do paintball fundamentals very, very well.
They just don't make a lot of mistakes, right? They haven't got like a bunch of crazy offensive weapons out there. They don't lane everybody on the break, but they just don't make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they don't have they have
strong fundamentals.
All their guys they don't have anybody that's not athletic, but they don't have any missiles really on that team. They just play real solid fundamental paintball. They've been playing tournament paintball for a long time and working on their skills, and it's been showing. But I think your read on them not making mistakes, that's the thing with Xtreme, right? Xtreme keeps making these little mistakes. And when you're playing a really consistent team, even though they're keeping it close, it's you're still fighting from a little bit of a deficit here. Jumping back in this one, Cornell taking the early walk, trying to get out wide early for impact. He gets shot off the break.
It's risky going outside on this field, man. Most teams are just pocketing up. Even when they risk one guy outside, they're losing that guy quite often. The move is pocket up, and then the two guys that are at home can fill up through the center.
Thunder with 5 bodies, pocketed up, doubling up that back center, but with a 1-body advantage. A little bit better ground here for impact with Goldman at the insert bunker. Snake side, Jarula.
Well, and a 3-point lead, Matt, with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, that's
crazy.
Not a lot of time left. And yeah, Impact has just been grinding their gears here in this one.
And I think Thunder's making a mistake here, keeping those two guys in the back center. They need to get those guys out of there if they want to be able to hold Impact off. If they do this pocket for 3 points in 4 minutes, Impact can come back and score 4 points.
Impact, though, one of those teams that they're really good at comebacks and they're really good at fast points.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. They can easily score 1 point per,
exactly.
per 4 minutes.
Thunder ideally they would love to win this point, but if they don't, they need to burn, I'd say, another minute and a half, 2 minutes off to give themselves the best chance to try to hold on to this lead and take the win.
Yeah, I just don't like the full defense from Thunder. I wish they would have tried to get outside the pocket a little bit more. If not on the break, then quickly after the break, because they're in a tough spot. They're gonna lose the can in the center, then they're gonna lose one of the guys in the back center, then they'll probably lose the Dorito can, and then the juice box will be the last guy eliminated.
Well, Rabikoff and Goldman making their way up the field. Goldman at the center brick, and then Justin Rabikoff into D3.
And Impact got 3 guys on the 50, nobody in the back line. Zach's now going forward into the Snake insert. They're looking to go forward and win this point. Thunder loses the first point, Corey out of the back center.
And then they try to get Graham out wide, and he makes it clean out here, Snake side. So that's a pretty big move.
Thunder loses another body. Impact does lose somebody, though.
It was Darula.
Oh, Thunder gets a penalty.
Worst time to get a penalty right now. Worst time. You got a lead against Impact. Ugh, that's not when you want to be getting penalties. And here comes Goldman's hunting, trying to find this last body. He does, stitches him up. Trades his body. Actually, no, there's still that last body back corner.
1-on-1, Matty.
1-on-1. So Who is this, Scotty Graham? Yeah, Scotty Graham needs to slow play this one-on-one.
Yeah, because Zach had completely lost him, and Scotty shot at him way too early, and Zach was able to find him, and Zach's way too
Oh,
good.
and he gets the drop in on Zach Yakimek. I was just about to say that Zach Yakimek is a pretty nasty one-on-one player.
I was just going to say he's one of the best one-on players in the world.
Yeah, it's not the guy you really want to match up with in a one-on-one.
Not when you're up by 3 points.
Oh, did they trade? I thought that Scotty got the shot in on him, but I didn't see Scotty going. Was it a?
It looks like a trade.
Yeah, it looked like a trade. Well, the result looks like a trade, but still, that's totally fine. That's
a win for Thunder.
Yeah, it's definitely a win for Thunder. I mean, it would have been really good for Thunder if Graham could have just won the one-on-one, but again, you're playing Zach Yakimek, so good luck. Yeah, Scotty Graham's been one of my co-hosts for the gaming events we've been doing, Call of Duty events. He's real fun, man, and a hell of a paintball player. So let's look at this last little replay. So Goldman comes through. Maybe he didn't know that Graham was in that back corner. Maybe thought he was looking down the sideline. But also, they need to push the issue. So, Impact's going to be having to run into guns. Goldman's arguably the most offensive guy in the league. And then you had Zach in a one-on-one and trades out with Scotty Graham. Oh, so I'm getting word that they did give the point to Thunder.
I think because Impact was trying to concede when they thought that they lost that point.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe Scotty didn't get shot.
Maybe, yeah. He had no reason to run down and hit the buzzer, right?
Well, we have 23 seconds. I don't know if we could see the end of that replay again. I didn't see a hit on Scotty. He didn't react like he was shot. So, I mean, Zach got shot, immediately ran off the field. Scotty kind of like did the slow strut.
Got Josh Taylor in here for Harris Hussein, it looks like.
Well, this one's decently close, too. New York Xtreme needs this point right here. 6 minutes left. The Hurricanes just need to keep doing what they're doing. Consistent paintball. Try to take some ground and stay alive.
Hurricanes get out to the snake corner. They take a bounce going out there. Referee checked.
That's a tough break here for New York Xtreme. They put a ball on them, but just didn't work out. So, well, welcome to humid paintball. It's going to happen, no matter how good the paint is.
New York finally gets their first player up to the center of the field.
Arslan Hussein.
5th point in.
Looking from the brick, trying to play some offense. Need to get some forward progression on that D side and get into this snake.
Yeah, it's so good when you get up there, too, because you can kind of pick either side, Matt. Like, hey, I can shut down the Dorito or I can shut down the snake. The guys behind him see what he's doing and then play off of him. Arslan was doing this really well in practice.
Arslan's now on to the Hurricane side, body dropping from the can.
Oh, he got shot. Man, sloppy. Got the first kill, but then got caught by that can. It needs to be just a little tighter there. 4-on-4. Good job for Arslan, though, going up the middle, getting a kill. Should have made it easier for his guys to get outside on the tape. 4-on-4 here as New York pushes up to the Dorito side. Dorito 3 now. Hurricanes still in all 4 back positions. Snake corner, juice box, back center, Dorito can. New York with juice box, Dorito can, snake insert, and Dorito 3. Will Hennessy trying to figure out how to get in the snake. And the option I like is if you can't get in the snake, you just release and go to that wing next to the snake, because then you can completely cut their guys off if they try to go forward.
Yeah, well, New York Xtreme pushing the issue here into D3.
Yeah,
Need some more offense. They got to get Hennessy into the snake here eventually. 4:34 to go.
They certainly do.
Down by 2.
Yeah.
The Hurricanes here on your screen just tightening things up from these back bunkers.
Yeah, Josh Taylor communicating well, talking to Will, but needs to push Will a little bit here to get Will going forward. Will's got only the guy in the juice box kind of contending with him, and he can shift and have Josh go to the corner and help him go forward.
Another body dropping for the Hurricanes from the back center.
Nice. Or that's the release. I like Will can do that too. Go right to that wing. Releases Josh now. Another Hurricane taking a player from the Drew side, Matt. So only 2 Hurricane players left alive. Snake corner and the juice box. Looks like New York has a good shot of winning this point. 4-on-2. Going to put them down by 1 point with like 3:30 left in this match.
Which is ideal.
Yeah, so important not losing that crucial body at the crucial time of the match. All these guys are playing tight, smart paintball.
Corey Hall past the 50 on the D side. And now it looks like Josh Taylor going to get into the snake. Hennessy up the gut. Going to get another kill. So, yeah, they're getting it done here. I mean, the only real mistake, and really wasn't that big of one, was Arslan. He did get a kill, though.
Yep.
But so I can't really knock it at all. And that was a really nice, cohesive close.
And almost even if you don't get the kill, as long as he's trying to get that penetration up the middle, that's going to give them something to look at that next point.
Yeah.
Good point there from New York. Very controlled. I like that line.
Yeah, everyone executed. Nice job by Hall, Hennessy,
nothing real
Taylor,
fancy.
just
doing the work.
Perfect. Winning gunfights, too.
Yeah, the only bad thing there is they let that guy take the snake corner on the break, but they did bounce him, so the best you can do, right?
Yeah, I mean, to put a ball on them,
Yeah.
I'll go to paintball, right?
Just put more balls and put it in harder spots.
Yeah, got to aim a little bit more.
Man, this Impact Thunder match is crazy. There's definitely, not that anybody bets on paintball, but if you did bet on paintball, you might be losing some money this match.
Oh, there are some people that are definitely betting on paintball out there.
What?
I'm sure in the VIP there's some dollars floating back.
Stop it. Put me in. I'm in.
So, yeah, I mean, Thunder, they gave the point to him. So Scotty Graham did his job out there against...
Yeah, they gave them the point, so they are switching sides, although Impact's going back to the same side. This could be one of those starts where all the guys get shot in the back because they're both in start station.
Yeah, we see that every now and then. I think it was Alexander. It was Borromeo. No, Uprising.
Uprising, that's right.
And this was a year ago maybe, and we had an instance like this where they're all on the same side, but they didn't figure it out in time. But Borromeo looks at the team he was playing. He's like, if you guys don't get back to your side, I'm gonna smoke you. That's an exact quote.
I loved it.
And sure enough, oh, that replay was so good.
Hey man, you fast? Yeah. I hope you can get down there before my paintballs get on you.
So it looks like we got a little technical timeout as our commissioner, Jason, is going to be looking at that last point to make sure that the spread is 4-0. But this is just a little bit of a disaster. Okay, so it's going back to 3-0.
So Scotty they did trade out.
Yeah, so 2:34 left to go. Impact needs 3.
And then they're playing from the same sides of the field they played on before because there wasn't a point scored.
Yep. So we will, every time a point is scored, the team switch sides. If there is a no point, then they will stay on the same side. That hence the confusion that we were seeing out there as they were trying to make sure that everyone got it right. So
it's funny that Impact had already known what Jason's decision was going to be.
Well, they were hoping it was going that way. I'd be pleading that case until my face was blue.
If you hope, you go stand on the 50. If you know, you walk down and take the other team's flag station.
So let's get a look back. There's replay coming around to see when that ball. Yeah, okay. Yep. So Scotty definitely did get shot right there as he traded with Zach.
Nice work, Joe.
So
he's like, I got you too, bro. But again, for Scotty, that's a win, right?
Absolutely.
3-0.
Yeah, when we're talking about that, it's either way that goes. If he is the only way it's not a win is if Zach did shoot him and then they get the point that way. But the no point's perfect.
Yeah.
Because now again, 3-point spread with 2:45. We're going to see it's pretty much reckless attack time here for Edmonton Impact.
Yeah, and Thunder's smart. They get out to the D1. That's so crucial, Matty. And they release up the middle. That's going to help them so much. They lose their first player.
And they shoot Matt Jackson.
Is that Matt? Yeah. Oh, and they shoot Axel. Wow.
Wow. This is a huge moment for Thunder.
This does not look like Impact.
Laval takes the walk too. Unbelievable, man. A shutout victory. Now, we still have some time left, but
still
Thunder is very close to be. Yeah, it's a lot to a little here on the body count. Reeser does get into Snake 1. Justin Cornell is alive.
3-on-2, Matt.
Oh, wow. They are chewing him up a little bit here. So Reeser and Cornell trying to make this happen.
That guy in the can is dead.
Here comes Trevor Reeser trying to steal this point.
Trevor's going to get this point.
But here comes also Thunder's going to come down and trade out with JC. It's now a one-on-one as Trevor Reeser's going to try to get the drop here on this last body. And it looks like he's not going to do it. So Trevor Reeser had to go forward. Almost got the drop.
Who's number 13? Because he had a big game point earlier, too.
I think is that Chris Coney again?
Yeah, that's 2 big points for him.
Thunder's getting some work done out there, man. They're looking real sharp. Yeah, it's Chris Coney again. Yeah, Nick has been having a game out
Like
there.
I told you before this match, you watch out for Thunder because they're coming, Matt.
Thunder currently shutting out the #1 ranked team in the world.
I love that call play where they went out, pocket, now release up the middle, get to the D. That make it a lot harder for Impact.
Well, and also a bit of a shocker considering what we've been seeing. Typically when teams go up, they go hardcore pocket because it is so hard to get out. Instead, they go up the gut hard. They go all the way into D1 off the break. And that guy couldn't, I mean, his lenses were gliding across the blades of the grass. He was completely flattened out. It's as low as you can get.
Yeah. I noticed at the point that Corey went outside, he was pretty high going through that gap, not laying on his chest like the other guy for sure. Hurricanes with that patented pocket play. They shoot Corey Hall.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for potentially 2 upsets in this
set. They catch Arsenal going through the middle.
Because I think you would have to give Xtreme, based on their experience, this one on paper. Yeah. As far as we're talking about favorites. Obviously, the Hurricanes been looking really good, but they're two tournaments into their rookie pro season. So, yeah, on paper, we'd have to give it to Xtreme, and then definitely have to give Impact the nod over Thunder. So we could see our first 2 upsets in this tournament in this set. This one's a little bit different story, though. 3 minutes left and a 1-point spread here for Xtreme.
It's going to be a 2-point spread here, Matty.
Yeah, they're losing bodies from the D side, not looking good. Here comes a big launch up the center, and we're going to see a concession quickly from New York Xtreme as the Hurricanes hitting that gas pedal. And looks like they didn't lose any bodies. It's a perfect point here for New Orleans Hurricanes. Who, again, just impressive.
Yeah, man. Can't say enough good things.
They're just so calm. It's
cool.
It's collected. It's just, they look like they've been here before.
I was going to say,
they
look like one of those teams that when they win, they don't completely lose their S because they're like, oh, no, we've won before. Yeah, no, we're cool. Thanks, man. We appreciate it. We worked really hard. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, the jury was out on the Hurricanes in their first pro season. No one really knew if they'd had enough to contend out here. We still don't know if they can contend on Sunday.
Well, not yet, but they're going in the right direction.
Yeah,
for sure.
They're looking really, really good for being this new in their pro journey.
Impact taking a big bite. Oh, no, sorry. Impact taking a big bite Snake side. Thunder taking a big bite Dorito side.
Yeah, Gleason getting shot out, though, trying to get into D3. They're going to be losing another body here as well.
Yeah, Impact is now recklessly abandoning, just pushing up the field.
Have to, full send, man. You need 4 in a minute 30. You got to do this 4 times in a row.
Oh, Zach got team killed. Sorry, Zach.
3 bodies streaking down the field on that D side to get those last couple kills as J-Rob's going to hit the afterburner, slide in.
120 left.
They need every precious second on this clock right now.
That's even for Impact, 3 points in 1 minute 18 seconds is a challenge.
Yeah. So you're saying there's no chance? Is that what you're saying, Rich?
Listen,
are we getting?
When I say there's no chance, that means there's no chance.
I don't know if anybody remembers.
I guarantee.
I don't know if anyone remembers.
No,
there
nobody
was
does,
a game where it was Russians versus Impact.
Nope.
And,
I don't remember that.
Texas, I believe. You remember, Rich? Were you there for that?
I don't think I was.
Was that
I think I read about it on the interweb.
Was that your twin?
Yeah, probably.
They were Russians were down by 5, and got the good old. There's a 0% chance.
0.
We're just never going to let you live that one down.
Goose egg. It cannot be done.
So 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in this one. 2-point spread for Xtreme to dig themselves out of this little bit of a hole.
Harris is back in. Looks like he's been playing home this way.
So they need to get Carl with some penetration,
CJ.
McLean. So they got some wheels out there with Carl and McLean. They got Cantor. He'll be going up the center.
So Carl makes the snake insert bunker, but they do lose Harris Hussein and Pat Kraft. Yeah. Those guys are both trying to get out of that back center, which is really, really good. Unfortunately, they're doing it a little bit late. They needed to figure that out.
Yeah, but the thing is we can't. I'm not going to be criticizing them at this point because there's 2.5 minutes left and they need 2 points. So have to ride on that reckless edge. And as McLean launches into a gun, body coming off though for the Hurricanes from the D side, but they're past the 50 up the center.
I'd like to see Jerry at least, try to get into Snake 1 point this match.
Carl comes off, but gets a shot in on the center body and. Little concession here again from Xtreme to dig a bit of a deeper hole. Hurricanes doing everything they need to do to solidify this victory. And again, we're in these games we're watching right now, or this specific game. We saw it earlier in the first set. Hurricanes are ranked
crucial
4th.
Matches.
Yeah, crucial matches. So if you're 4th tier in your bracket and you're playing the 5th tier bodies or 5th tier team, so Xtreme is in the 5th tier, Hurricanes in the 4th tier. You have to win that game. It just gets harder from there on out. And ideally, you would like to win it with a big point margin. And Hurricanes, not a huge margin yet, but it's kind of trending that way right now because now New York Xtreme has to go and put themselves in a situation where how much do we let this game get out of hand on the spread? You got to give it one more, I think.
Yeah.
But on the breakout here, same situation for Impact. Full send constantly, and they're going to get a body, lose a body. As Cornell comes off, it's 4-on-4.
Nick Laval releasing to the Dorito side wedge.
And here comes Axel. Axel gets very quickly into Snake 3, but they really have to pop the top and just put a guy in and go. 3 points needed just to tie.
Axel's rounding that 50, getting into Thunder's side of the field. He's got Zach right inside of him. I mean, Impact's playing really well here, and they're going to win this point, but I don't know if they're going to win this match because there's just not enough time, Matt.
Yeah, they could get this point as it's looking pretty good. Jackson cracks through. He gets a kill, and then he gets taken out. Another body comes off for Thunder. Axel gets shot. Zupa's still alive. Looks like and here comes Laval as well too. So they're going to run in, and Zupa's going to get trailed by the ref. He's got some rub on his elbow, looks like, but Laval's going to run in, hit the buzzer.
Impact with another point, 26 left. It's going to be a 2-point match, 4-2 with 26 seconds.
Well, still 2 points, 26 seconds. That's almost impossible. But the good news for Impact is that they've really turned the spread around, right? So sitting in a bracket with Aftermath. It's Aftermath, Impact, Thunder, Hurricanes, and Xtreme. And that's bracket is, or, you know, again, it depends on. If the Hurricanes continue to play like this and Xtreme steps it up, that's going to be a tough bracket because Thunder's looking pretty good too. So,
and you know, Impact's not going to take this loss lightly.
No,
you're going to see
a very motivated and angry,
much improved Impact the next round.
Yeah, that's when you have Impact next, and you'll never admit it, but you're looking at their loss and be like, oh, really?
Thanks, guys.
Great.
Thanks.
They're going to be really motivated to get this next win. Jumping in, split screen breakout here. Again, this tournament brought to you by Bunker Kings.
Jerry Carl, snake on the break for New York Xtreme. First time we've seen that all morning.
Carl gets immediately into snake 3. Here comes Harris Hussein.
Doing what Harris does well, going up the center of the field and creating chaos.
This is when he plays best, man. He's playing on his toes.
Got 1 kill.
He's the bowling ball for this squad.
He's got to watch that cross shot from the Dorito. He gets caught from the cross.
Hey, down by 3 with under 2 minutes to go. Got to go.
I'm just glad he was up there instead of sitting in the back center getting dinked out. CJ going through the middle.
Smith into the snake here for the Hurricanes. Here comes Carl.
Carl gets caught there, trades out. CJ's alive. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Hurricanes lose another player. They got 1 in the snake corner, 1 in the Dorito 10. Pat Kraft now going down the Dorito side of the field, 2-on-2 here.
I think the Hurricanes lost that body in the snake corner.
Oh, you're right, Manny. Sorry, can't see it at all.
1-on-2 situation with 1:14. Xtreme trying to keep this spread close. Cantor trying to close from the snake side. They're going to lose
Pat Kraft. 1-on-1.
And that's unfortunate for Xtreme because that's going to allow this Hurricane player, can't see who it is, with 1 minute left. I mean, Cantor has to play aggressive in this 1-on-1. He has a big gap to close through with this specific angle over here, so not ideal. He is almost forced to push towards the middle, which he does.
I thought that's the move, yeah.
He has to, and then he goes to the Aztec, but intelligently, the Hurricanes player closes or gets up to the next spot. That's a baby Dorito, not the greatest spot to fight out of in a 1-on-1. Cantor's going to come through and run past the start station, so he runs essentially out of bounds. I don't know if he actually got shot. I didn't see any balls break on him.
There is some yellow on his left knee, but I don't know.
Yeah, and that was the angle that it would have came from. That was the left side, guys shooting from his left side. So making it interesting, but not enough there. Hurricanes, do they get that point, though? I didn't see if Cantor put a ball on him, though. So yeah, so the scoreboard's still sitting at 5-2.
Yeah, referee didn't do any point-up thumbs.
Let's see if Impact put at least 1 more up and make it a 1-point match. Much better loss, that 1-point spread.
Well, you think they want to practice their 32nd point here anyway, right?
I mean, why not?
Perfect opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, again, a 1-point loss, as long as you run through the next, that's no big deal at all. You go 3-1 with a 1-point spread on your loss, you're still going to be one of the top seeds.
It's like it never happened.
Pretty much. Because it all resets on Sunday. We'll see, though. Thunder with a 2-point lead with this big upset victory. And, yeah, here's the full send, and it's going to be Justin Cornell past the 50. He's the first to go for Impact.
Mouse down.
A flood of bodies as, yeah, they do lose Mouse, but they have 4 bodies attacking across the field. Here comes Axel. Axel launches as the gun turns towards Cornell. Now the guns go to Axel. Cornell breaks through, and so does both Cornells actually get through, with Rabikoff trailing behind him with just 3 seconds left. They are going to turn it into a 1-point spread. So a hell of a finish here for Impact, but a little too late.
Yeah, it seems like if they'd have pumped that gas a little earlier, they'd have been up by a couple points at this point in the match.
Still a much better. This game was sitting at 4-0.
Right.
And they just railed off 3 quick points. So at least they're going to go to this probably a pretty harsh meeting in between this game and their next game, but it's going to be a little bit better as we saw a little bit more Impact finding their form and looking like Edmonton Impact again in those last 3 points. And those are those losses, though, when you go back and look at all the mistakes they made to get it to the 4-0.
Right.
It's like if anything had changed there with how they finished this.
Any little thing.
Then maybe a different story. Maybe another minute left. This one should be coffin nail about to go into this game too. With just 35 seconds left to go. Can the Hurricanes hold on to keep this 3-point spread is the question.
My question was, were they going to go pocket again? And they did not. They lost their snake
Smith.
insert,
Yeah,
and they did take the Dorito, got out there alive. New York loses their first attacker, Dorito side. And George McLean.
Here comes Corey Hall, though, pushing into the brick quickly. Just 19 seconds left to go as Hussein goes past the 50 in the center towards the snake side. Gonna have to try to launch to drop the hammer here. Oh, penalty looked like assessed
Jerry
on
Caro.
Jerry Caro that pulls out Taylor. And here comes Arslan. Arslan rumbling up the center. He's gonna get one, get two. Does he get all three? It's not gonna matter. There was still a body left alive and the game time expires. So nice looking little 3-pack here for Arslan Hussein at the very end, but it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, Corey's got to watch that clock a little closer.
So the Hurricanes gonna be taking a 3-point victory here and just continuing to be impressive.
Good job, Hurricanes. Good match there, guys.
And they don't really have like any real weaknesses, right? I mean, as we've seen them play now here into their third event, there's really no glaring hole where I'm like, oh, if they just had a snake guy, or if they just had I mean, each one of their guys is pretty consistent.
Yeah, they survived the breakout. They attacked down the center of the field.
They don't die a bunch.
When the tapes were open, they went down the tape.
That center punch has been pretty solid for them this year.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of things working for them. The question is, can they continue to play this well when they get to the top ranked teams? Can they make another Sunday? And then Sunday is just a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
So it looks like
different caliber, right?
It looks like they ran off those 3 seconds, and that is going to do it here for this set. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Next up is going to be Columbus Level taking on Baltimore Rubber, who's already warmed up in an overtime loss against Houston Heat. They did not look bad. Houston Heat's going to take the field with a 1-0 record against AC Diesel, also sitting at 1-0 here. 2022 NXL Mid-Atlantic Major brought to you by Bunker Kings. I'm Matty Marshall, Rich Telford. We will be back.